Alright guys, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. We are finally here in Naples, and if you guys haven't checked out our 3 days in Rome, make sure you go check that video out. Rome was amazing. We had a great time, but we're here in Naples for the rest of the stay. We're gonna go to Sorrento and then hit the Amalfi Coast for like 2 days, so we're excited to check it out. As you guys can see in the background, we got all of our luggage, the kids going crazy, a little bit of everything, but we're gonna make the best of it, guys. Honestly, it's you know, creating memories, and it's an experience, so we're not tripping. As you can see, I got my little one knocked out right now. She knocked out on the 30-minute flight that we just took from Rome to here, so it was nice. It wasn't bad, can't complain. I'll see you guys in a bit. Me and my boy Miri are about to check in and get our car rentals. At this point, we got the car rental. This is the biggest car that Italy had. Everything else was a 2-seater or something like a Fiat. All right, guys, first toll of Italy. We got the car rental, ready to go. Couldn't stay away from our American, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing open, guys, and we're starving, so we got some good snack wraps here. I ended up getting a snack wrap, and the family ended up getting chicken sandwiches, but they didn't taste like anything from here. It tasted better. The food was definitely higher quality, and it tasted like real chicken. Ciao. Look, guys, driving through Naples at night, you can see the mountains and the clouds right above them. So at this point, we started driving, and this is where stuff kind of went downhill, because in the US you could follow the GPS and get to where you want to go, but when we were driving up the mountain, we didn't expect it to be so inclined that it almost felt like the car was being forced to go up. And since it was a small car, everything was more narrow, the roads were smaller. We also had a caravan. It was like 3 cars, so once we got to a certain point in the mountain, we lost service because we were so high up. So at this point, what was supposed to take 1 hour ended up taking 2 hours. And then at that point, everybody was scared because it was dark as hell. There were no lights in some roads. So we started calling each other. We had to turn around and follow a different road, but we ended up getting to the spot, and I think we were like 2 hours late.
A little word I can say, okay?
What's up, bro?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
How
meet
are
you.
you?
I'm
Good?
good. Nice to meet you.
P.lok, Nick, if you want.
Okay.
It's fine, okay?
Got it.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
Nice to meet you, Brian. How are you? Good?
Happy to be here.
So
Happy I made it up here.
now you are finally here. I'm sorry for the weather, unfortunately.
No, we thank you for your patience. It's It was beautiful. very late.
You are not the last one. I have started this morning at 7 a.m. Trust me. I will finish around 2. You can see my hands. I haven't eaten yet, to let you understand. From this morning, nothing.
Yeah. Been working the whole time. Luckily, Nico's the best Airbnb host, because when we finally got there, he waited for us the whole time, as you can see.
We have more than 65 properties. So
wow.
unfortunately, also for the bad weather, like 2 hostels that we have, unfortunately, are a little bit sick. So now they are not working.
As you can see, the living room too, it was huge. This is where we spent most of the time. We were just chilling with the kids, and I liked it because every room had a sliding door for you to go outside. So in the morning, we would just come out through the front door and chill in the back. All right, good morning, guys. And this is Sorrento right here. Check out that view, guys. Right by the clouds. We got the Ferraris parked out front, you know what I'm saying? Easy access to the room. Got the clothes drying because they do not have dryers in Italy, so make sure you guys keep that in mind. But let me climb to the top, see what they got up here. We wanted to go last night, but it was too oh shit, we got p.lok going ham in the morning. Morning, guys.
Morning, bro. How's it going? Breakfast is served. You want some coffee?
Yeah, I'll take some coffee.
Coffee or Italian breakfast?
Oh, Italian breakfast sounds great. All right, guys, let's go to the top, see what it's looking like. Oh, damn, I think we're in somebody else's property all of a sudden. But, this is Italy, guys. Beautiful. If you guys have never seen a real olive tree, this is why extra virgin olive oil is so cheap in Italy.
Hay que ir a comer, hay que ir a desayunar y luego bajamos a explorar.
Mira, papi, mira.
A ver, ¿te levanto?
How's breakfast, bro?
Mushroom.
Italy's the only place where I've seen them have this many olive trees. It was amazing. I had like good 15 just in my backyard.
¿Cuántos uvas quieres? 4, 5, 6, 9, 8.
I'm hearing your daughter count right now.
¿Quieres mucho?
Oh yeah, a cloud just passed literally while we were making the coffee. A cloud passed us. Oh look, you guys can see the end of it right there. It's amazing up here.
Where's Amiri? Did he go to sleep?
And there you go, fresh coffee at the top of the mountain, guys. Yeesh. Top of the mountain to ya. I mean, top of the morning to ya. All right, gang ready to go. You said, where's the youngest? Thought I wouldn't ask. All right, guys, we're finally leaving to get some food. It's kind of late now. It's 4:30, but we were chilling. We enjoyed the day at home because it was raining most of the day, but now it's clear skies. So they told us a few lunch recommendations, and the spot's open at 6:30. So we're gonna see what we find and hopefully get some good food. So we're staying at the top of Sorrento, but in order to get down to the main town, it's about 30 minutes. The main town is called Positano, and that was probably our favorite town of the whole Amalfi Coast. As I was driving down, we started to notice that there's a lot of mopeds, a lot of Vespas, just like that movie Luca. So if you guys have seen the movie, there's mopeds everywhere. That's exactly how Sorrento is. And we thought we had a small car, but we actually had a very big car compared to everyone else that lived there. A lot of the locals would actually tell us to turn around on certain spots because the car wouldn't fit through the roads. We noticed that a lot of the cars were very small to fit into the narrow spaces, and they had a lot of mopeds. Also, we're so high up in the mountain that we didn't account for the drive just to get down to the center to be able to get some food. That was a good 30-minute drive. Having a little photo sesh with this beautiful background. As you guys can see, it's like right in the middle, all the stores. This is like the main city center. So if you guys were wondering where we are, this is the main city center of Sorrento. At least that's what I think. But let me take a picture with the gang real quick. We're just stalling traffic right now. We've probably been here for a good 10 minutes just taking pictures, but you know what they say, it's your first time here, so enjoy it, even with kids. All right, so we started walking in the city of Sorrento, and it was amazing. It was just like you see online. It was beautiful, but everything was very small, very reduced, so it felt crowded. And honestly, we were holding on to our belongings. We're like, you know, just in case. But we didn't have to worry about any pickpocketers. Honestly, everybody there is super nice, super friendly, The one thing we did notice is that speaking Spanish to an Italian is way easier for them to understand than you speaking in English. When you speak in English, they didn't understand anything, so a lot of the time we were communicating in Spanish instead. We were starving already, so we decided to stop at a highly rated restaurant that was on our list, and it did not disappoint. The food was amazing, and we were getting Aperol Spritz everywhere we went, which is the most common drink in Italy, and it was amazing. We try to make it here, and it just doesn't taste the same. Paloma Spritz to start the night, guys. It's literally like a paloma with some tequila and a whole rack of other ingredients, but can't wait to try it.
Mira, tu pizza es de corazón.
After we finished eating, there was a toy store right in front of the restaurant, and my daughter being 2, she wanted a toy, so I was like, all right, let's go next door. And as soon as we walked in, the Nona that was there, I believe she was like 90 something, she was super welcoming, and when she saw that my daughter spoke Spanish very fluent, she actually gave her some free toys, which you can see here. And as you can see, she was talking to us in Italian, but she understood everything we were saying, and I understood everything she was saying too. We had to come back, guys. So while we were walking through the town, there was a lot of painters that were selling their work, and me being an artist, I loved a lot of it. But my issue was that I'm like, how am I gonna bring it back home, right? But there was one in specific that I loved a lot, and I actually bought 2. This is a smaller one. The other one I have at home, but as you can see in the clip, this is original, and they were selling them for like 100 to 200. So this is a small one, guys. Winemaking in its finest. Sorry. Cheers, bro.
Cheers, brother.
Salud de la bonita. So since your boy bought himself something, you know, I had to take care of wifey, my mom, and the kids. Ended up getting them some earrings, some necklaces, I believe. And then from here, we just went home, called it a night. We were tired. We spent the whole day in Sorrento, and the shops, just to give you guys an idea, the shops are like a farmer's market, but everything is original. Everything's like handmade, hand painted. There's not a lot of use of like machinery out there, so I feel like everything is just original, it's unique. Even the like the shirts and the aprons, everything's like handmade. So a lot of that we ended up bringing back just because my parents, my mom, my girl, everybody loved it. So we brought, you know, gifts back for the family and all that. Just because like once you're there, even though it might sound a little expensive, you're like, I'm never gonna see this again, and you can't get it in the US. So we're like, let's take some back. All right, bro, you mind telling the people where we're going?
What's up, guys? Today we're gonna go to Positano. We're gonna go on a boat tour. So we're gonna go to the Mandara parking garage. Garaje Mandara. So we're gonna see how that goes.
Yeah, guys, so we got a full day trip. We're doing a boat tour for my sister's birthday today, so we're excited, and we're driving to the port right now. The views here were probably the best on the whole trip because we're looking at the other side of the island, not where we stayed at. So you're looking at all the buildings, and usually we only get to see that at night. But man, this view was the best.
Where are we, p.lok?
Positano. Molto bello. Grazie mille.
Alright guys, we are finally in Positano, walking to the boat. We have a one-day tour, and there's a lot going on right now, but the weather seems good. It was raining earlier. Now it's feeling nice outside. So we're gonna walk down to the boat. It starts in 30 minutes. We're a little early, which is a good thing. And hopefully it's exactly what we've seen on TikTok. So being a little bit in Positano right now, we are noticing that the prices are a little higher than Sorrento. Everything is a little more expensive, but it's also a little different. Not much though from what you get in Sorrento, so I'd say if you guys want to save some bucks, just do your shopping in Sorrento and then just come down here for the, you know, for the beach vibes. Alright guys, we've arrived. We're officially at the Positano beach. Excited to get on the boat. We just checked in, got our food. About to take a quick bite before we jump on the boat. Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to literally get a boat to bring you to it. Like,
What?
you can't walk down.
Alright guys, we're gonna grab something to eat here at this restaurant that they're recommending.
Can we take one of the boats?
Alright guys, so we gotta get on another boat to go to the restaurant to eat, so that's what's happening right now.
Nice little. On the rocks? No. Nice little shuttle service.
Están saliendo sus mocos, right?
Alright, so at this point, this place is called the Adolfo, and you can only get there through another boat, so you have to have a boat in order to get to this spot. Because we were with the tour, they asked us if we wanted to, and of course we said yes. Once we were there, the food was amazing. They had very fresh seafood, and we noticed that all the locals that were there were looking at the kids and trying to interact with them. I guess they don't get a lot of kids there, especially being it that like it's older people going to eat. That's the aftermath of the food, guys. Now we're about to get back on the boat. The food was amazing. They have only seafood, so we got oysters, calamari, shrimp, everything on the menu really. And we started the pregame there. So from this point on forward, guys, I don't know what I was saying. We were chilling, we were turning up. It was amazing. We were like, you know what? We're only in Italy one time, right? So let's live it up to the fullest. Hey Junior, spit what you was spitting, bro.
Napoli Positano na way. Napoli Positano na way.
Vibes, guys. It's amazing down here. Stop spending your money on designer and take a trip to Europe, my boys. So the highlight of this boat is my mom's smile and just how happy she was on the whole trip. It was her first time in Italy, it was our first time, but I really feel like she was just the happiest person ever. I've only taken her to like Mexico, so it meant a lot for us to be able to bring her on this trip. Besides the fact that she is a great help when it comes to the kids, she's always helping us with all the grandkids and she never complains. So this was a gift to her as much as it was to us seeing her that happy. And even though my dad couldn't be there, you know, for him, next time we'll bring him out. We always tell him the same thing, but he couldn't make it to this one. I feel like my mom lived through him though, so shout out to Mom. I love you. This private boat was like 4 hours long, and it was really for my sister's birthday, so we cut her cake. We popped like 4 champagne bottles. I think we included them in that. And the whole time we were just having fun, guys. We jumped in the water. The water was cold as hell, but it was amazing. We couldn't believe that we were in the ocean in Italy, so that was great. Even my daughter jumped in, so that was amazing. It was lit, guys. They did try to rob us for an hour, but we had to talk to them real quick, and then at the end we had to take our bottle with us. Overall, I say a solid 9 out of 10. Besides them trying to take that hour from us, so they try to end it early at 9:30. Sorry, at 4:30, but the contract said 5:30. So you know we were like, we need our other hour, and then they took us back to the water, and they let us swim for like another hour. But you know, it seemed like they were a little pissed off. But you know, if you don't speak, they'll just take your hour and not tell you anything. So good thing we said something, guys. But overall, it was great. If you guys are wondering how much it was, the one that we found, I think it was like 1,000 euros. In dollars, about $1,100, $1,200. But you know, if you're coming with the big group, you can all split it. That's what we did. And overall, you know, it's a one-of-one experience. You don't come to Italy that often, so you might as well do it. Like Brian said, ball out, right? So we definitely balled out. We got the birthday cake added for Michelle's birthday. We had our own music playing. It was fun. It was definitely a fun experience. Would I do it again? 100%. So this area in Positano, it's a little more expensive, like I said earlier, than Sorrento, but we're gonna walk around and see if we can shop a little, just get some souvenirs to take back home.
It's a little pricey here, though. It's pricier than Sorrento.
Yeah, it's definitely pricier, but you know, I don't think we're gonna be. Well, we are gonna be back in Sorrento tomorrow. We want to do the Amalfi Coast. We want to do Capri. So we're just gonna see what we find. It's really not that much expensive, but you know, certain things like jewelry, the food. It's like little things that you're like, damn, it's like double, triple the price from how it was. And Nova's jumping off. She thinks she's in the water again, but yeah, guys. Overall, it's not that bad. It is more expensive, but you know, it just depends. If you're gonna buy souvenirs, go to Sorrento and get your souvenirs there. Stuff is like $5, $10. Over here, it's like $15, $20. But if you wanted to be specifically from Positano, then you know, go ahead and shop here. It just depends on you guys' budget. Everything is different here. They have like different dresses, more beach vibe, beach clubs, different food. You can tell it's definitely different. It's more on the coast. But overall, guys, 10 out of 10 experience. Besides, like I said, them trying to take that last hour from us, but closed mouths don't get fed, guys. If you don't speak up, they would have just took that hour. So good thing we said something. We're gonna keep walking. We're gonna see what else we find. We're gonna keep enjoying the vibes. It's only 5:46 here. I know back home it's like 11. You guys are just waking up. So
Positano, cara de salami, fucky the salami.
alright guys, so we're about to get a gelato for Nova, but in Italy you have to order or like get a ticket before you can get your food. So even if there's nobody in line, you got to get a ticket first, or in some places just pay and then show them the receipt for you to get the item that you want. So we got to ask for the gelato first and then they'll give us the ice cream.
All right, that's an easy process.
Alright guys, good morning. Today's our last day in Italy. We are taking a day trip to Capri on the ferry, and we are currently going through, as you can see, a one-car road through the slums of Italy, but it's actually a two-way. So that's what's happening right now. We're going like 5 miles an hour, and it feels like we're going through like a freaking obstacle course, but we're making it happen. We're halfway through, and when we get there we're gonna have to rush to the ferry because we took a little longer with kids this morning. So as soon as I'm done with this obstacle course, I'll show you guys what the ferry looks like.
This is crazy. Thanks to my man here for the directions. Manda. Oh, we're going down to the Sorrento pier. Small, everything small. It's better to turn.
All right, guys, it's been a long morning, but we're finally getting to the ferry. So it turns out that alleyway that we showed you guys, that was probably as small as this part right here, we couldn't go through there with the cars. It got narrower and narrower. So all of the locals were telling us, you know what, just turn around, bust a U-turn. There's no point of you guys coming this way. It just gets worse. So we ended up having to go around, and because of that, we missed the first ferry. And we ended up having to catch the next one, but the next one wasn't until 3 hours later. So the next one's at 2 o'clock. And yeah, it takes a long time. You have to pay to come down the steps. I mean, to come down the elevator in order to even walk through here. If not, you have to take about, say, like a 30-40 minute walk down the steps. And that was gonna be impossible with the strollers. Good thing is the elevator is only $1.20 to go down, and then $1.20 to go back up. So it's not crazy. They do charge for everything here in Sorrento, but it is what it is. There's no complaining on this side. We're just happy to be here and finally get on top of the ferry, you know? So that's what's happening, guys. The ferry was chaotic, guys. There was a smoking area outside, but you could get all the smoke inside. In Italy, everyone smokes, so there was smoke everywhere. We were a little like exhausted from the walk. It was like a 40-minute walk, and then the ferry was only like a 20-minute ferry ride. I think it was only like 20-30 bucks per person. It wasn't that bad. Getting out the ferry was very hectic. We had to leave our stroller at the bottom because they didn't allow you to take it to the top. And they're also letting cars out as you're getting off the ferry, so it's a lot going on. But once you get there, you're like, damn, this is the island. As soon as we got out, there was a time crunch because we had to get the ferry on the way back home, but we needed to get on another bus in order to get to the top of the island of Capri where all the stores are at. So we rushed to the bus, got on the first one that they had available, and then we went straight to the top. Oh, lo siento, señorita. Ahorita voy a manejar su taxi. Vámonos. Oh yeah, that's cute, babe. Did you want to go in there and check it out? This is the one I like right here. This one at the... Alright, so I want to highlight this part because even though we ate gelato in every part of Italy, this was our favorite one. This is like the lemon sorbet, but this one tasted exactly like what it said. So the signs here, this is like top of the top, and then that orange juice is fresh squeezed. They have that all over Italy, so we love that about it. But as you can see, this is like our favorite part. The view is amazing. We're having a lot of fun here, but we really were rushed because we had to catch that ferry back. This is the famous view of the Amalfi Coast. So if you guys ever look up Capri on Google, this is what you're gonna get. So it was amazing to see this first person. We try to take as many pictures. We try to walk the whole spot, and this is just us taking in the views, honestly. Alright guys, this is the ferry. Not gonna lie, we're a little lit right now, but we gotta get a cappuccino everywhere we go, so you know what time it is. And guys, if you ask for a coffee down here, all you're gonna get is an espresso shot. So if you want something with a little bit of milk in it, it's cafe con latte or a cappuccino. without that sign language because they're gonna curse you out. All right, guys, we just docked. We're back in Sorrento, our favorite town, and we're gonna get some dinner down here. What you looking at? Yeah, we're gonna get some dinner down here and see what we find. Capri was cool, but it was very touristy. You couldn't really walk through the streets. It was super jam-packed. But they got all designer down there, so it was nice. I mean, would I go back? Maybe if I can stay on the outskirts. The main city center was a little too much going on. But overall, I gave it a solid, probably a solid 7. I'm a little lit already, as you can tell. Eating great with the gang. Let's get some good food, guys. All right, guys. This is what they don't tell you about Italy right here. Whew. Might look short, but not from all the way down there. Let's get it. Take the stairs, they said. Whew. That was easy for real.
Light work.
Yeah, I was just doing it for content.
Light work.
What you think, bro? Light work? Hey. Let me show you guys how many stairs we climbed. Easy? Easy?
No.
Alright guys, look. We're at the bottom. Look at those people down there. Probably doesn't look like it, but God damn, boy. Woo! Alright, so I know I keep saying that this restaurant was my favorite and this spot was my favorite, but this restaurant at Capri was the one that we would definitely go back to. Just to give you guys some insight, this one you had to like get a reservation. So when we got the reservation, it was packed. We had to wait a little bit to get in there, but they had lemon trees in every single corner and you could dine right next to them.
Restaurant is beautiful.
This restaurant is
called
amazing.
Ristorante a Positano. It's in Sorrento. So they have live lemon trees outside, but we didn't get to a table outside. So we're just here. But
it was packed already, so we were like, give us whatever you have. That's why we were able to get in the restaurant, because there's a long wait. So besides the aesthetic of it being amazing, the food was top quality food. That was our favorite restaurant compared to like everything that we did on this side in the Amalfi Coast. In Rome, the restaurant that we love the most, I posted that, but this one was like top notch. All right guys, in case y'all were wondering if we brought a car seat, this is the answer to your question. We definitely did not. That's part of the vlog right there. Can you guys tell we haven't slept anything? Alright guys, what we didn't tell y'all is we had a layover in Paris for 8 hours. So we just slept 1 hour, got on the plane, came here, and now we're about to explore Paris. And then we're going home. So that's that. I wasn't thinking of including this on the vlog, but we're here already. So I feel like I'm drunk, but we're litty. So I'm sure you're wondering, why is Brian on a wheelchair? He actually had rolled his ankle while we were in Italy, and at this point he was in severe pain, so he could not walk through Paris with us. On the other hand, we were like, you know what? We're not wasting any time. Let's catch an Uber straight to the Eiffel Tower and make the best of it. We only had 8 hours total from the layover, so that meant we only had about 6 hours to really explore the city. And I do have to include that in Paris, I feel like the food was just overpriced and it did not taste good. We didn't really enjoy the food there. It was more like bar food. They had a lot of pastries, coffee, and just to give you an idea, the espresso in Italy was like $3. The espresso in Paris was actually $18. So I was not expecting that. And they got techno when you cross the Alright guys, we made it. The famous Eiffel Tower is behind me. Alright guys, and we found the district. So we're gonna walk a few more blocks until we get to Kith. We got good old Balenci here. Crazy Horse and some more designer going down. Bottega Veneta. But we're looking for Kith. We don't got designer money today. We spent it on the Amalfi Coast. But at the end of the day, at least we gotta say we went to Paris, so we were happy. From here, we decided to catch an Uber straight to Kith. We love Kith. I feel like it's affordable. We like to go window shopping, and this one specifically, it had a cafe in it, so we were excited to go see what that was about. Once we got there, honestly, we were amazed. As you guys can see, everything in Kith was bigger. This in Paris, I feel like it was just designer district. Everybody was dripped out, everybody had nice clothes on, and it was different from what you see in the DMV. So it was nice to see that in person. Oh, thank you.
What is this for the ice cream?
Yeah. We ended up getting a Rolls Royce Uber.
No, vamos. ¿Te gusta el ice cream? Te voy a sacar. Siéntate, mami.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Alright guys, just got to the airport. We are done with our vacation. Paris was actually really nice. I wish we could have stayed there longer, but we only had like 4 hours to play with before our next flight came. So we had a long overlay. It wasn't like we paid for a flight to Paris. We had like an overlay, and then that was an 8-hour overlay. So we decided to chill there for a little bit. It was nice. Wish I could have been there longer though. We decided to walk around a little bit before we went back home. And my girl wanted to take something back from Paris. So she was like, you know what? Let me get a Gucci bag. Let me treat myself while we're out here. And that was the last purchase in Paris. And that is a deep dive into our Italy vlog, guys. That's our personal life. So I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of our whole trip. If you guys think it's worth it, take that trip, take the flight. Like I said in the video, stop by a designer and take your family to Europe. But for us, that's been our best vacation up to this point. We do Mexico every year, but Italy is nothing comparable. If you guys want to see more content like that, let me know in the comments. This is different from the day-to-day tattoo videos that I post. So if you guys really like that, let me know and I'll keep doing it. For 2026, we're doing a lot of traveling, so I'm gonna try to post and record everything that I do. Stay tuned, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.